All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is the late evening of January, the 22nd day of January, being Thursday, 2026. All right, this evening we'll be talking about the clash of cultures and values, the clash of cultures and values. And I had a very beautiful experience of what a nation is supposed to be. Now, before I move forward, it is important that I let people to understand that a nation, as it applies, supposed to be unique people. Like if a nation will be heterogeneous, it will just be minor people, but there will be a major unique set of people that will be in a nation. You know the reason why? There must be a clash of cultures and values. That, like, there must be a certain culture that is leading that nation. If you go to America, you understand the culture and values of Christianity, Judeo-Christianity ruling America. If you go to Israel, if you go to Saudi Arabia, if you go to Pakistan, if you go to India, you know that these are Hindus. That is the major cultures and values of these people. So if you come to Nigeria, they will tell you that these people, this side are Christians, this side are Muslims, and so on and so forth. You understand all those kind of things. So the clash of cultures and value of the people breeds insecurity. And that is why in this video, I'm going to talk about the ultimate sacrifice everybody must pay. That is to allow and advocate for partitioning of Nigeria. Now, recently, I had a beautiful experience. In fact, not once, not twice. Anytime I travel to Egypt, I can make calls on video, like making video call on WhatsApp, on Messenger. So the first time I traveled to Egypt, I was thinking that it was my personal problem, maybe my network connection and all those things. So I never knew that in Egypt that you can't even make what is it called? You can't make video calls. You can make video calls on WhatsApp. You can make video calls on Messenger and so on and so forth. So it was first disappointing. But the second time I visited Egypt, so I was like, what is wrong? I thought I have a good network, a good data. So what is actually going on? Before they started explaining to me that it is a policy in Egypt. You are not allowed to make video calls. Now, what is the reason why you don't allow people to make video calls? They started citing national security and so on and so forth. At the end, it was one taxi man that lectured me very well the foundation of everything. You know, what is going on in Egypt right now is the same thing that is going on in Yobe State. In Yobe State, you can't stay in the same bus with a woman right now. Either you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a Hindu, Jews, no matter whom you are, no matter your culture and values, where you are coming from, you must obey their culture. Now, the difference between what is going on in Yobe and what happened in Egypt is what I'm going to explain to you. In Egypt, it is what everybody have now accepted. This is their culture, this is their value. So, what is going to happen? It becomes their culture. It is a nation, so they will obey it. Anybody that comes into your country will obey it. Like what happened to me, my own personal experience. So I was unable to use video calls. I was unable to make WhatsApp calls. I was unable to make anything video. So, but what is happening now in Yobe State is that Yobe State is not supposed to be separate from other part of the country. You understand? Now, they are in Nigeria, but they want to have a different value from other people. So I am trying to explain this thing better for people that this clash of value, we are doing the service to ourselves, like we are just punishing ourselves. We've got to stop punishing ourselves. This is a very severe punishment, though. Like human beings, we just set a trap, allow a trap, and allow the trap to be punishing them. Every dangerous diversity is a punishment to the people because it will bring insecurity. One must conquer one. Said that the Christians who are very large conquer the other people, or the other people will conquer the Christians. That was, what they were talking in Turkey. They said we can cohabit together, we can do this, we can do that. Not because either these people are bad or these people are bad. Everybody have their own way of life, their custom, their values. So what I'm trying to say, in essence, is that we are doing the service to ourselves. I don't know the way people think about all these things, but at least little places, just few countries that I have traveled to, I understand that people are different. I understand that cultures are different. I understand the values of people that are different. So if you bring these people together and you actually want these people to stay together, they don't have the same value, it is going to be a serious problem. And that is what we are having in Nigeria today. That is why you see insecurity increasing from one place to the other. So I don't know what to think about it. You can join me. You can join me in live and, share your opinion with me. Share what you think about this with me, because we are doing the service to ourselves. Like, who told you that if Nigeria is one, is of an advantage to you, or there is anything to gain from it? People say the population, the market population, like you are the one that doesn't understand business like that. Okay. Elon Musk is not a Nigerian, but he's standing, everything is being sold all part of the world. You don't need to be from a place that just have larger population for you to sell your goods. I actually want to know the advantage of this amalgamation of Nigeria. I really want to know the advantage of we living together, because the innocent blood that these people are spilling every day is too much. The innocent blood they are spilling every day is too much. Like, I can't even think about it. Every blessed day, you must see, the blood of innocent people. They will kidnap, kill it. Everything is just directed to one thing. People who actually want to conquer the country, people who actually want to, take hold and inculcate their cultures and value on other people. So I don't know what you think, because when you talk to so many people, everybody have different opinion about this. Everybody have the way they think about this. Some people still believe that, oh, this Nigeria is manageable. Let us fight. Leadership is the problem. No, leadership is not just the problem. Okay, you may say leadership is the problem, but how many people accept this Western kind of leadership in Nigeria? You would think you are living with people who believe in this democracy and voting. It's a lie, yo. It's a lie. Just that many people have not find their way to power. Like, many people have not find their way to do what is in their mind. Many people don't believe this kind of system at all. Many people don't believe it, but you will not understand. They just don't believe it. Like, they don't want this. The Western system, the Western values is not compatible to them. So they are pretending, doing infiltration, just trying to, one way or the other, to understand when to strike. And when they will strike, everybody will be surprised about what to come. So these are the issues we are talking about there. So everybody must be able to understand that if you want to have peace, I mean everlasting peace, I mean, there is no country that don't have challenge, right? But there are some places you go, like you feel free, even in the midnight, 2 o'clock in the midnight, 3 o'clock a.m., 1 o'clock a.m. in the midnight. Even though you are outside, you are not scared. because there is no bandit, there is no ISIS, there is no Boko Haram that is coming to attack you. Like, when are we going to return to that free world? That free world, either in the late in the night, the moon will be up, everybody will be running around, we'll be playing in the midnight, 12 in the midnight, 1 in the midnight, we'll be playing. When are we going to return to such life? It will never be possible again unless we go our separate ways. Because that value system in you, other people don't want it. The one in other people, you don't want it. You understand? I shared the video of Sani Yerima some time ago. Sani Yerima, former governor of Zamfara State and two-time senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When he was talking about that, if actually you are a Muslim and you believe Sharia, you must be able to rule. Either you're a president, you're a governor, you must be able to rule from the dictates of Sharia. You know what that means, right? For you to be able to rule from the dictates of Sharia, it means that everything you are going to do must be from Sharia law. So anything other than Sharia law, the dictates of Sharia, you are not allowed to do it. This is what a sitting governor and a lawmaker in Nigeria, what he's saying. So for you to understand that this is all about the values of the people. This is about the cultures of the people. So where do we go from here? Stay with me. All right, welcome back. Now, this other part of the video, I really want to make you to understand something. Like, I want you to understand something very important. There was a time the governor of Zamfara State, the incumbent governor of Zamfara State, okay, Daudandawa, was granting interview. Now, the interview he was granting is viral. A lot of you must have seen this video, but there is something special I want to explain for you from this. Just take a listen for
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together.
All right, it's not a head scratcher. Okay, now let me explain something very important to you about this. So this is a governor, incumbent governor of Zamfara State, saying that they know the terrorists, they know where they are, they know where they live, they know their parents, they know everything about them. But why is it difficult for you people to get these people? So that is the question that if you ponder about it, you are going to understand very simple something there. These people are our people. This is the culture. This is the values. Now, Femi Falana made a statement in one of his video. Let me see if I still have the video. So he made a very important statement how Boko Haram, where, a Boko Haram member was given Commission of Religious Affairs. I don't think I have the video in my file again. All right. So he said a Boko Haram member was given a Commission of Religious Affairs for the implementation of Sharia. So when he came to the meeting, they were talking about contract and all those things. So he went back to tell them that these people are not ready for Sharia as they were telling us. Let us go and carry gun and force them, to surrender to Sharia. So that they started, doing violence. The issue here is simple. You are the one that did not understand this. The difference between people who are in the bush carrying gun and people who are in the offices is because other people are in the bush, other people are in the offices, but they have the same value. They have the same cultural system. They have the same value system. They have the same ideology, like they believe in one thing. So no matter how you try now, maybe you said you are going to stop these people, you are going to fight these people, you are wasting your time. You can't fight an idea. This is an ideology. Anybody who is thinking that insecurity in Nigeria is going to end one day, you have to think again, because you can't kill an idea. If you can wipe all of them away, the people in the government houses, you can't wipe them away. Okay? The people in different places, you can't wipe them away. This is something that is proven. Like, you can't wipe these people away. It is an idea. It is their culture. It is their value. So that was why Dauda Nawa was saying, like, we know them. We know where they are. We know their parents. We know these people. They are our people. Are you now surprised? Because this is the same reason why Shegumi will come out to tell you, no, these people are our people. They are not going anywhere. It's all about cultural value system. Like, everybody have their own cultural system. These people believe in Sharia. They believe that you, as an opposite religion, you don't belong to Allah. And in their holy book, they are mandated to kill you. It's a cultural system. Like, this is their value. And when you come out to say that we can build this together, we can do this, we can do that, it seems you're wasting your time. It seems you don't actually understand, Nigeria very well. Not just Nigeria, it means you don't understand where this future is going. It is very simple. You can't remove people's culture out of them. You can't do that. You are doing disservice to yourself. You can't remove people's value out of them. You can do it for a while. You can't do it continuously. It will be causing harm. It will be causing troubles. It will be breeding insecurity. It will be breeding insecurity on and on, especially for people who believe they have the culture, the mentality that, oh, this value is from God. Anything you mention God in, anything you put spirituality, people don't think well again. Once you mention religion, once you mention God, spiritual, they don't want to think again. They call it dogma, a set form of belief. You can't even question it. You can't even ask questions about it. That is dogma. And when you don't follow what they said, it becomes blasphemy, apostasy, and so on and so forth. And these are death penalties. Death penalties. Sharia law, I don't know. If you're a Muslim, you stop being a Muslim to Christian. According to the dictates of Sharia, they will take you to Sharia court and sentence you to death. So that kind of culture, let them live it in their country. So you see, that was why I started giving you the story of the experience I had in Egypt. I could not make calls. I couldn't make WhatsApp video calls. Couldn't make messenger video calls on application video. They are not working. They don't work in Egypt. But nobody's complaining because cultural value system of their country. But in Nigeria, it's a different thing entirely. So it's so unfortunate. Okay. All right. Quickly before we come to the end of the program, let us bring people in for them to share their opinion of Bondo and Prince. Hello, Mr. Prince. Good evening. Thanks for joining me. Or thanks for joining us. Are you there? Oh, he left. Okay. All right. We are left with Mr. Obondo.
Mr. Marcel, good evening.
You are welcome. You again today. How is how is how is everything?
I am a dedicated fan. I am a dedicated fan of your work.
You know this is late, and this thing is just on my head, and I needed to say it out. I'm trying
Mhm,
to explain something to people. About people's culture and values, the way of their life. It is very difficult to take it away from the people. And
mhm,
when I see in Nigeria, people are trying to say that we must be one country, we must be one people, we must live in unity. I see it as a disservice to us. We are just suffering ourselves for nothing. Why? Because you are trying to take away people's life from them. The way of people's life you are trying to take it away from them. It's not going to work. And you are trying to take away these people's lives, and bring them together like this. And when you bring them together, you want them to live the way that is stipulated in your own constitution. Now, the constitution is not favor. Nigeria constitution is not favorable to everybody in Nigeria. People have to adopt Sharia law. So Sharia law is active in some part. It's not active in some part. In Yobe State now, if you enter bus, you are a man with a woman, they will arrest you. So that is the new law now that the Hizbah, the Islamic police, have enacted. So I was trying to give example that my experience I had in Egypt, for few times I have traveled to Egypt now. Once I enter Egypt, once I enter their territory, I can make video calls again. I can't make video calls on WhatsApp. I can't make video calls on Messenger, because this is the country's policy. I've got to respect it. But what of me? If I am in Nigeria and I went to Yobe State, mistakenly, I will be thinking I'm in my Delta State. I enter bus with a woman. I'm already in prison. They said everybody must obey. It is not about for Christians or for Muslims. So I'm saying that we are doing ourselves disservice for being in one country. We are not truthful to ourselves that we are in one country. And the word nation, go to dictionary, go to everywhere. It has to do with uniqueness of people, what people believe in, their cultural system, and so on and so forth. So you see, this issue of Nigeria being one is going to cause greater harm than the little good is supposed to cause. A lot of people are now saying that because of our population, there are so many advantage, you can sell your goods. So I was still telling them, like, how much standard makes from Nigeria? Most of the things in Nigeria, the goods, they are not from Nigeria made. So why must you think that you must be in a very large country before you can make profit from your goods and services? That this is a global age. We need to change our mentality. We need to let people to understand that we are just killing ourselves for nothing, kidnapping people for nothing. All these things are not important. They are not important now. So we need people who will be able to make everlasting sacrifice, that will stand for the partitioning of Nigeria. We need people that will stand for the truth. Nigeria was not the only country that was amalgamated by British. Other people changed their name when Britain left. Other people divided. I use India and Pakistan as an example. Just last year here, India and Pakistan were throwing bombs between each other. Why were they doing that? Because they don't agree. These are Hindus from India, these are Muslims from Pakistan, but they were in one country. Imagine this, both of them are in one country. Now, what you are seeing in Israel and Gaza will be a child's play. So I am trying to let people to understand that we are not one, and we are not supposed to be one nation. There is nothing like evil or negative about this. This is progressive. And everybody must understand this now, or according to you, understand it in duress tomorrow. Because what I mean in duress is that if people in Plateau State today, in Benue State, if they can return them back to that time Ojukwu declared Republic of Biafra, they will be one of the people who will also declare their own territory for them to go together. Every day in Plateau State and in Benue State, scores of people are dying mercilessly every day. Why? Because we are together with people who don't believe that you are a real human being, as far as you don't believe to the kind of God, the way they believe to it. You must be able, according to you, you said you will shout Allahu Akbar if they point gun on your head. So you must be able to shout, Allahu Akbar and believe what they believe. Imagine kidnapping people and start teaching them on how to recite Qurans and all those things. So we are saying that enough is enough. So we are trying to, pass this message to people that the service we are doing to ourselves is too much. Yugoslavia tried it didn't work. They separated into 7 countries and they are living at peace. Even Croatia, all those people have even joined Schengen area. They are progressive. You can see the peace and tranquility in that area. India and Pakistan, the same thing. So in Nigeria, I don't know where we are going. Mr. Obondo, where are we going from here?
All right. So, Mr. Marcel, could just confirm you can hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So for me, really, this is a very, very serious topic for those that care about this kind of issues. And I was on your show. I was on your show sometime, and one of our visitors, he said something. His name is Hardnot. He said that this is an ideology, and he was like he would like your show to tilt towards how do we battle this ideology, because this is an ideology. And the question is, we have the opportunity of media, just like a Wimbo will say, that we have to keep sensitizing the people and keep talking to the people. That's how, when people have more awareness as to what's happening, then they can take an action. So for me, really, it's not a question of is jihadism here. The answer is jihadism is here. The question is, how are we going to
Are you there? It seems your network is bad. Okay, we lost him. So before he comes back, I don't know if you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, help me write it. I can hear you. So before he comes back, let me emphasize more for some persons who are just joining us now. We are talking about the clash of cultures and values in Nigeria. Cultures and values are clashing, and I am saying that, listen, if you are talking about one Nigeria, we are doing ourselves the service, okay? If we continue to talk, let us build Nigeria, let us be together, we are doing the service to ourselves. It is not going to work. It didn't work for India and Pakistan because of their cultural differences. Their value systems are different. Now, for those of you who don't want to speak the truth, especially those of you who are Muslims, I have very good Muslims. They don't pretend to me, and I don't pretend to them. That is the hub of our relationship. Then let me know that, yes, if you don't believe in Islam, if you don't believe in this our religion, you can start paying jizya tax. And if you don't pay tax, according to the Sharia law, you ought to be killed. And if you are a Muslim, you turn to Christianity or any other religion, that is apostasy. So you could be killed for that. So I was just trying to ask them, come on, you mean that as I am now, I am already on a death row, so you can kill me because of what I believe in? So sharing a country with those kind of people is a death row. Now you are putting yourself on a death row. So, Mr. Obondo, you can unmute yourself. It seems it was your network. So let's
Yeah,
continue
so
from where we stopped. Yeah.
yes, so I was speaking about one of our visitors here, had not. He expressed his he had this overwhelming the show, and he was like, these people believe in this, that this is something that is deep within their minds, and they see it as their reality, that they see it as the truth. And he was of the opinion that we need to, like, since we already have a following here, a lot of people come to this channel, that can we create a show where we can begin some form of discussing how to combat this ideology, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, really, that I'm a student of philosophy and religion, I would say that this thing, like Islam as an idea, is something that goes as ancient. It goes very ancient into the domination of men by fellow men. And Islam will be one of these people that comes up in this journey of kings to dominate their fellow men. And it's something that we need to understand how Islam came to be. Because when we try to fight these people without really understanding who they are, then we're not really going to go anywhere. So really what I'm proposing is, it's not Nigeria is headed towards Islamization. It's just about a matter of time before Islam marches deeper into the world. And my
Mm-hmm.
own is for people like I and you to begin the journey as to what is the way to combat these people. How do we combat these people?
Is it
This
combating them? Is it combating them, or let us liberate ourselves? Because there are two things there. One is to combat these people. Like anytime either CDS, former CDS Musa will come to national television to say that they are going to go after the bandit. You know, the next thing I'm going to do, I'll go to the profile wall of Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Ahmed Gumi will always respond, telling you that these people are not going anywhere. They are our people. What they need is that they need peace. You need to make peace with them, give them what they want. You see, this one is saying these people are our people. We need them. Sheikh Gumi said that Boko Haram is a blessing to Nigerian Muslims before. So I want people to think. So not fighting these people, not combating them. I am not even talking about combating them. I'm talking about let us liberate ourselves. I gave you an example that anytime I travel to countries that don't share value with me, I adapt. I respect their value because it is their country. You understand? Imagine me in Nigeria, they said they want to ban video call. There will be crisis in some part of the country. But anytime I travel to Egypt or to all these Sharia country, you can't make video calls. In their national policy, they block it. So what I'm trying to say is that how do we now let people understand this so that we can liberate ourselves? Because we are doing ourselves disservice by thinking that we can be together, spilling blood of people for nothing, killing people for nothing, or in the name of who want to dominate each other, sending people from their ancestral land to the IDP camp, or in the name of who to dominate each other. 4.2 million plus, over 4.2 million Nigerians in the IDP camp, or in the name of who are going to dominate these people. So that is where That is where my concept comes in. Not fighting these people, but let us liberate ourselves. Where
Yes,
do we go from
and
here?
that word liberation, that word liberation is a very serious word, because you hear people like Bob Marley speaking about mental slavery. You see, and um, when I say combating Islam, I'm talking about the mental combat, the spiritual combat, because for you to battle an ideology, you need an ideology to battle that's ideology, meaning that this ideology is trying to swallow the people, is trying
Yeah.
to take over they have already conquered the land. You see, when the conquerors, when a conqueror comes to a land, he takes over the land. But when he takes over the land, that's not all he needs, because he's wanting to take over the lands and want to take over the people. So the emperor needs something that would guarantee the minds of the people. You see, so people need an enlightenment for them to understand conquests and and what they call the advancement of conquest, meaning that things like Islam are things that come after the conquest, meaning that they need to concretize the conquest. They need to destroy the spirit of the person so that there is no rebellion, so that there is no rebellion. You see, so for us to be able to liberate the people from even where they are presently, it's not something that we can just that this is what is at stake. You see, so that's why I say that this thing is a spiritual situation, it's a spiritual debate, meaning that the people, because Islam is counting on winning this war, because the other side of the war is Christian. They are certain they are going to win because they are Christians. So that is what they're banking on. But if we change the game, if we change the game and say, you know what, guys, we're no more Christians, man, we have changed the religion, then it becomes another ball for them. Because
now my own concept, let me come in here. My own concept is not about religion.
Okay.
It's not about religion. When I mean how can we liberate ourselves, I mean ability to allow people to manage their beliefs. Either you are, for example, now if Nigeria is disintegrated, if the partitioning take place, I know that those corners that have embraced Sharia, there will be Sharia country. That there is no doubt about that. So if I want to go to their country with visa, no problem. I will obey their law. If they say that I should not enter the supermarket that a woman is inside, I must obey it because I know that I am in your country. Then if you are coming to my country, don't come and tell me that in my country, male and female should not enter one car in my country. You don't mention it because you are going to see yourself in jail. So if you come to my place, respect my cultures and value. Not that they say we are in one country. Kano State is different law. Yobe State is different law. Lagos is different law. No, it doesn't make sense. That is my own concept. It doesn't make sense.
But let me come in here, my friend. Let me tell you something why this becomes a problem. And for me, that I look at the chessboard and I look at things like in a grander scale. One comment I'll make to this is that we empower Islam by allowing them to have their states, because they have a problem having the states because we are still living together. But once we create this division, then they will have that state. And once they have that state, they will now have the strength. They will have the strength to organize and march ahead. I guess what? They would not have much problems, because the question is, when we come to the Biafran state, what's going to be the religion?
Now, it's a good question. As I said before, my own concept is not always on religion. I started talking issue related to religion because of insecurity. From 2012, when Boko Haram started giving Christians quick notice that they want a Sharia state, I know that was religious motivated actions. When Iswap said all Christians will pay with their blood, I know this is a religion something. So the reason why I even mentioning religion in it is because there are some people who have the mandate to kill you. Even you talking now, they have the mandate to kill you from God. As far as you did not bow to that dictates of Sharia, you said that you started paying jizya tax. So these are the things they teach. Okay, now I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying, but this is what I mean. Take a listen.
Yes, I
In the
am getting
Quran,
what
chapter
you are
number
saying.
9, verse number 29, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders the Muslims to kill the Christians, Jews, and if they do not surrender, then they have to pay jizya. Jizya is basically protection money.
Do you get it?
Sure, I get what you are saying, my friend. But what I'm trying to let you know is that I feel like we are not approaching the boon of this issue, which is Islam is marching in the name of a god.
Okay.
If they come to holy war, meaning that at the head, at the caliphate, at the toppermost part of this war, where this war is being initiated, they truly believe that they are in communication with a god, and that god is what gives them the effrontery, the authority to conquest the infidels. You see, and I'm saying that, is this true? We need to ask, is this true? Are these people truly in connection with a deity? Is there truly, because it's either we believe that these gods exist or we don't. Because this is where this debate is going to. Is it true that there is a God that, yeah? Because when we don't want to talk about this, then are we trying to fight people who are truly in connection?
Your network is also giving problem. I don't know. Mr. Emperor, you can unmute yourself. You are still muted, Mr. Emperor. You can touch the microphone sign on your phone there or on your system there so that you can unmute yourself. Okay. I don't know whether Emperor is still there or he's finding it difficult to unmute himself. Anyway, the topic of this discussion is something that is voluminous, but it is also a simple thing for everybody to understand. This is not a call for anything. It's just a simple thing. Let us free ourselves. We've got to free ourselves. People are dying for so long. Like, people are not supposed to die, are just dying for nothing. And we know the problem. We know the causes of the problem. So it is time for us to stop pretending and heal the nail at the head. Let us call a spade a spade. Yeah, it is time to call a spade a spade. The whole world are reacting to what is going on in Nigeria. And I can bet you that the global powers are really discussing the solution to the problem in Nigeria. But it's so unfortunate that these people are discussing it and we are not discussing it. It's very, very unfortunate about that. Okay. Mr. Emperor, can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Yeah, I will unmute myself already.
All right. Joining our discussions, I believe you must have listened to what we were talking about before, right?
Yes, I've been following you all this while. I've been for a very long time.
Okay. In this video particularly, we are discussing about the clash of cultures and values.
Okay.
I said in Nigeria, we are doing ourselves disservice if we believe that we can continue to be in one Nigeria within the people who don't have one culture, one value system. Now, a lot of people are thinking that those who are Muslims or extremists, they call them, are bad. People who are Islamic extremists. For me, I do not see them to be too bad. I always see them to be bad if you are killing people, forcing people into a religion. But I say, why can't we liberate ourselves? These people ought to be in their own country. And I was giving an example that anytime I travel to Egypt, I can't even make video calls.
Okay.
I can't make video calls on WhatsApp. I can't make video calls on Messenger. Why? Because it is their national policy. You don't make video calls in that country.
Okay. Can I add
So,
my view?
You said?
Can I add my view on this topic?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Like what I'm trying to say here is this: Nigeria is not a workable federation. Do you understand what I mean by not a workable federation?
Yeah, your
We are
reasons.
not practicing federation in Nigeria. Let me use Russia as an example. Do you know that they have Islamic states inside Russia?
Yeah.
What they call Chechnya. They practice their Sharia law in Chechnya. But don't practice it outside Chechnya. I don't understand. Now, if Nigeria is to work, for me, let's go back to Abuli Accord. Are you getting me? Before you talk about the of Nigeria, let's first try federation. Have you understand what I'm saying now?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Let's try what is called federation first. When we get this federation, then we will try to, in Benue State, those community, sometimes when I listen to some people, some people when they say like when you bring Delta, Delta is combined between Benin people and the Igbo people joined together. They call them Delta people. I get where I'm going to, both Ejo and Urobo. Now some part of that want to be Anyama State, which is Igbo, like Igbo community, they want to be Anyama State. I'm coming. We can as well create a community, a state out from that Benue state and give them their status of Christian, this thing. They can practice their this thing. Why the others practice their own? Because Benue is too big. If you can see, Benue state is big. Kano state is big. Are you getting me? They can create a state. This issue can be resolved. If they want to resolve this issue, it can be resolved amicably and we can still be one Nigeria.
All right. Honestly, the question comes from here.
See, I'm coming.
You see, yeah.
There is no fight without an economic mindset, like without without money and economy driving the fight. What are these people fighting for? Let's be honest with you, my brother. You see, Hausa Fulani region, let me use the northern region of Nigeria. They believe they own Nigeria. I can listen to some comments where they say that the Niger Delta oil also belongs to them. They don't want to share these mineral resources with other Nigerians. They want it for themselves. That's why they have a lot of illegal mining happening there. Who are these? Okay. If you want to catch these criminals, go after the illegal miners.
Okay. Now,
you understand me? Just go after the illegal miners to catch the criminals. It's very simple as that.
All right.
Very simple.
All right. Now
they are using these people as their security. That's the truth. Now, but the problem is this. We are caught in once. You know what it's called? There's a book, or was written Sheyi Kuti. Is it the son of Fela Kuti? He talked about what is called is it the book called The Routing Machine? I went to read the book. You see these people, that's why any place you discover resources, any region they discover new resources, a new variant erupts there. It looks like the resources bring variants, brings problems for the people. Are you getting me? It will not bring prosperity. If you look at those issues, you will see that it's one man's ambition or few elements ambition to destabilize the people and steal the money and root the money and root the resources away.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah, there are some things again I want you to throw your own view on about this issue. Beyond this crisis and what you are seeing about resources, do you actually understand that now these terrorists protecting these gold miners, even the people who are mining the illegal gold are known, but you can't touch them because of their superiority and power? Do you know that all this money mining from gold is being directed to funding terrorism in the world? Not in Nigeria.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me explain this thing for you because you don't understand the terrorist mindset. You know, people funding this terrorism. Let me explain something for you. When you go to the Middle East, that Middle East you're talking about now, they have Sunni Muslim. They have Shia Muslim. Sunni is from Saudi Arabia. Shia is from Iran. What are they fighting for? They are fighting for dominance in that same region. So when they come to a country like Yemen, Yemen is majority of, let me say, Shia Muslim. Yeah. That is why Iran is supporting them. Everybody knows that. Are you getting me? That is why they are against Saudi Arabia. They are fighting against Saudi Arabia. They are fighting against one particular port or like that in Yemen. They are fighting who controls wealth. That is why Saudi Arabia cannot allow you to preach that nonsense in their country. You can't preach them. But they can preach it elsewhere. They can sponsor it elsewhere. You understand me? Anywhere you see conflict, anywhere in the world you see conflict, it's not all about religion. Have you understood it? It's the economic aspect of it. Let me listen to me. You see, Islamization of Nigeria, yes, is an agenda. Good. You see, Trump understands all the card they are playing. Look at what Iran is doing to Israel. People are saying justice to Palestinians. Yes, indeed, if you look at it, Palestinians are being killed. But if you look at it on the other hand, Israel is facing an existential threat.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? That's the truth. Ayatollah regime, before they come to power, they declare that Israel should be wiped out. Go and check history. That is why they still have issue with Iran. And that's why they vow that Iran cannot get this weapon of mass destruction. That's why they are fighting against it. And people are not looking at that aspect. People are just saying another kind of story. Iran is looking for an economic powerhouse to control the region. That you see, Saudi Arabia, they are very smart. You see, Qatar, you see, other part, they are very, very smart people. They are sponsoring this insecurity all over the globe to capture their resources. All these things, you see, before Islam came on board, is a mindset of it's an ideology to conquer and to rule. Are you getting me? How do they conquer now? They now have to have what is called proxies in your country. They will have your own people will be fighting you, your own people. Whatever thing they are fighting against is to get rid of Western education. But when you go to their country, they are still, going to Europe to go and send their children to go and study in Europe. But when they come to your own country, they now have to tell you to get rid of Western education, to make you a slave to them. It's like a colonization, like a new model of colonization from the Arab people.
All right, now let us understand this from religious aspect of it.
Okay.
Some people believe in Bible. Some people believe in Torah. some people believe in Quran.
Okay.
If you actually believe in Quran, and your holy book mandates you to kill the infidel for your own reward, and you are doing that, don't you see it as something that is just religiously motivated?
Okay, good. It's religiously motivated, but it's a kind of a fresh colonization. Understand where I'm going to? All this jihad is not preached in Qatar. All this jihad is not preached in Saudi Arabia. All this jihad is not preached in Egypt. But they are the ones sponsoring the jihad in all over the world. Are you
Now,
getting me?
now it was stages. Remember that Egypt was not like that. There was a time they were killing people like the way they are killing people in Nigeria now in Egypt. It happened. When they were like in Turkey, they were killing people in Turkey, like the way they were killing people in Nigeria before they took over Turkey. It happened in Egypt, they took over Egypt. It happened in Lebanon, they took over Lebanon. So is their system of conquering a place. After they must have conquered a place, then they will take over the place. All this killing, it seems that it will stop. Like in UK now, for example, let me give you an example now.
Okay.
Look at this. Now, I'm going to somewhere.
I know.
A governor in Nigeria, 2-time governor and 3-time senator, Sani Yerima. I believe you understand his story very well. Those who push for Sharia to enter inside Nigerian constitution. And I believe they did not do this because of resources and all. So putting Sharia into the Nigerian constitution was what empowered Boko Haram. And when you see all this, Nakurawa, Mahmuda, all these people, Nakurawa was invited by Nigerian government. CDS Musa said this on Channels Television. And when these people came, they were not violent. They were invited to come and teach Sharia, the details of Sharia, to the people of Sokoto State. But after coming, they see that Nigeria is not ready for a full-blown Sharia state. They started using violence. Now, Femi Falana told us that when Ademodu Sherif appointed Boko Haram leader as the commissioner of religious affairs for the implementation of Sharia. So after attending SEC meeting, State Executive Council meeting 2 times, he saw that they were discussing about contract, not about Sharia. You have to go back and tell them in the camp, we need to use violence on these people because they are not ready to, spread this Sharia, spread this gospel of God. So this religious motivation push, like what Sani Yerima said, just take a listen first.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is principles and practice of Islam. You can't separate Sharia from Islam. They are one and one. So any Muslim who tells you that he doesn't want to live his life according to Sharia, then he's not a Muslim.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia. So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
Item 62.
Okay.
All
good.
right, my brother. Yeah, this is what I want you to react to.
Okay, I've seen this video on your channel. All right, good. You say that this is not all about economy, that is all about religious.
I know that economic is among, but this is not all about economic.
Okay, good. About the religion you're talking about, this is what they need. Remember, they are the one, these people now you're talking about, you showed me now, they are the one who sponsored the Almajiri in North, right? They sponsored the Almajiri in North, right? They made their people not to go to school. They made their people so brutal to be able to be killing human beings. They made their people so poor. Now, I want to ask you one question. What is behind making people poor? If it's not economic motivated.
I think it's a tool of control.
Yes, that's what I want to go. That's exactly that's where I want you to go to. They want to control the people. They want to control the economy. It will be only them and their children. This man that is speaking now, his child is going to school in abroad, but he is a college in Almajiri in the north. Have you understand it now? So it's economic motivated, and this north now they are very smart. Don't think north now is not smart. They are fucking smart people. I get it.
All right. What about the people in UK?
See, my brother, you see that people in UK, understand where I'm going to. I don't want to talk. Okay, listen. That's what I'm going to. Listen. Islam cannot conquer the world. They know it. They don't have the apparatus. They don't even have the tools to do it.
Okay.
I get it. Now, the reason why they have to have people in the UK is to have what is called solidarity in terms of protest. Look at what happens in Palestine all over the world. You see all the homos are united all over the world. I get me. They need a voice. When you give a minority a chance, it becomes a majority. I get me. That's their game. Everybody knows that. They know they cannot conquer Western world. It's impossible, my brother. How will you do it? They're not born them well.
But when you look at history, they know where
ISIS are coming from. They know when a Sunni terrorist attack them. They know when Shia Muslim attack them. Are you getting me? So they know all those things. So why will you come and say that you want to take over US? Are you insane? They know that if they try it, immediately that their headquarters in the land, that Shia Muslim headquarters, they will just create them off automatically. They know that one. So this is like they need a voice in US. They need people in US. Whenever they want to do something, they need people to speak up.
All right. Now, let us talk about reality.
Okay.
Like you just said that these people cannot conquer the world. They know they can conquer it.
No, they know.
Without people doing nothing, if we just stay, they can conquer it. And you look at the graph, you look at the data. Look at 500 AD.
Okay.
From 500 AD to now, Islam has been the most fastest growing religion.
Okay, good. I want to express something for you. You know, in Christianity, we are the one carrying Christianity. We are the one carrying. Let me use Nigeria as an example. When you come to your state, every place you go, you see ministry 1, ministry 2, ministry 3, ministry 4. They are telling lies to people. I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Christian. And you make people so much believe that when you serve God, you get money, like money will flow into your account, which is not a lie anyway. But I want to ask you, when you now serve God without doing the right thing, without having ideas, without creativity, how will you then make money? Have you understand it? Now, people will now start to think, since you have preached this to me and it didn't work, where else will I go to? If you watch recently, as of last 2 years, people we are going back to what they call idol worshiping. They call it tradition, which is not our tradition. Are you getting me? So which is the truth? We are the one carrying with that because people are looking for money. Have you understand it? See, in reality, everything about Christianity is freedom. Even Jesus wants you to pay taxes to your government. Are you getting me? But they will come and report it for you, telling you everything must be to the church. Are you getting me? Now, people now became like they are deceiving us. Are you getting me? Which is wrong. If we have to revive our Christianity, the way we used to preach, people will come back to us. Resting, when you talk about Egypt,
all right,
all those countries you're talking about, I'm coming. You see, with time, you see, all this religion, it evolves. People can evolve with time. You understand me? People believe what they want to believe. It's not about coercing. I get me. Most of the people that become Islam today in Nigeria was not coerced to become Muslim. It's now current generation that is forcing people to become Muslim. Are you getting me? Let me go back to what I was saying before about the Western world. They know they cannot come to the Western world. That's the honest.
Try to summarize
the
it.
Western world does not believe in religion. They believe that religion is an ideology. Most of them, they don't believe in God entirely. So why will you can you conquer such a people with such ideology? I say majority of the UK which you are talking about now, most of them doesn't believe in God. They don't believe in anything anything like that. How will you talk to the people? It's impossible, my brother. The only thing we lack, the only thing we lack is leadership. We lack leadership in all of our religious this thing. Even if it's Christian, we lack leadership there. If it's Muslim, we lack leadership.
What is leadership?
Thank you. Let me use Imam as an example. When Imam is preaching Quran, he tells you what to do and what not to do, right? And as a follower, you believe, right? Good. If we start telling you about jihad, won't you believe in jihad?
You will read it by yourself.
Not read it by yourself. Most of these people are talking about believe what they pass for. See, okay, you see this thing you are talking about. Do you know that you are being idolized by some people? Do you know, as you have followers? You know, some people following you idolize you. Whatever thing you say, that's what they believe. Don't you know that?
Anyway, one thing is sure.
Let's not see what we lack.
One thing is
leadership.
Sure. Yeah, one thing is sure. You see, what you are calling leadership, it depends on your sphere of influence.
Bro,
because what you are saying leadership now, to some people is evil. That thing you are calling good leadership, to some people is evil. It's bad leadership.
Good, I'm coming.
So it depends on your sphere of influence. That determines what you call good leadership.
I hope you understand Igbo very well. There is one proverb we used to speak in our Igbo. I'm coming. You understand what I mean? The thing you are wearing in the hand, you can't use mirror to watch it. If we have good leadership in Nigeria, the way Nigeria is today, our pastors, our imam could have been calling for protest. Let's be honest here. If we have
you don't still get it.
Sector.
You don't still get it.
I don't get it like how.
All right. You see?
How? Like how?
48%, about 48% of Nigerian population don't believe the kind of school you go.
Okay.
Number one. Do you know that now people don't need NECO, WAEC, and JAM to enter nursing school in Nigeria? You just need Islamic certificate. Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware of it. I'm
just you people have to pay attention to what is happening in current affairs. The Federal Minister of Education approved it last year, August. You don't need NECO, WAEC, JAM to go to these schools, to go and do nursing.
I haven't heard of this before.
When you drop this video, go and check it. You know why I'm saying this? We have about 6 principles of Islamic war.
Okay.
This is not war of gun. Okay. This is not war of throwing bomb.
Okay. Okay.
But this is a kind of war that let me just summarize it to you. Maybe you must have seen it in my videos before. Because with this,
I want to ask you one question. Let's use this as an example now. If they have 100,000 warriors, then divide 100 by 36. 100,000 by 36. Inside that 100,000 by 36 states. Now put each of them in each state to override the states, can they? But I believe, according to the report I was having on the internet, they have up to 30,000 warriors. Now, can these 30,000 warriors conquer Nigeria? It's impossible. Are you getting me? The only thing we need.
I wanted to just teach you these principles of war. That is why you are seeing 30,000. It's not 30,000. Okay. You see, people fail to understand what is going on. They are seeing people in the bush. You are seeing people with gun. Those people with gun don't have power. Those people who you are counting 30,000 are nothing. They are not the real problem.
My brother, if Nigeria want to stop insecurity in Nigeria, it's very simple. Face these people head on.
It's not simple.
It's very simple. I'm coming. Let me tell you why it's simple.
Why is it simple?
Good. When you talk about when you are talking about conflict reporting, listen to me. You will not. Where do they store their ammo? Can their ammo fight for 10 days? That question you ask. If they begin to shoot out, which people will first to exhaust? It's not Nigerian army. I'm going somewhere.
Wait. You face to understand something. Calm down. You see, this is the problem we have been making since 1960.
My brother, you don't understand.
In this way, there are some things you need to understand, so that to couple with this understanding you have, it is going to give you, freedom to understand this thing more. Now, for example, you are saying that if these people are shooting and Nigerian army, you face to understand.
If we declare war on these people, this war cannot last more than 1 month.
Calm down.
What are you telling me? Am I a children? How many years are they?
Calm down now. Do you understand the principles of infiltration?
Listen to me. When you declare
calm down, ask you a question. Wait now, calm down. Ask you a question. I love this conversation.
I understand what you're saying. Yes, I understand.
No, not what I'm saying. I say, do you understand principle of infiltration?
Principle of infiltration. Yes, I understand it very well.
Very good. Well. Do you know how America ran out of Afghanistan?
Okay, good.
You know why I'm saying this? You made a very wrong statement now. You said if they begin shoot. Yes, that's why I say you should. That's why I say you should listen so that you can hear what I'm saying.
Listen to me.
You know when you are talking, calm down now, calm down. When you are talking, I give you time to talk.
Okay.
So it's important you also listen. This is a two-way conversation.
I understand.
Yeah. So in principles of infiltration, you may be thinking that you have Nigerian army. You have this. You have that. Unfortunately, you don't have it. Now, when these people want to defeat America, they know that by firepower, they can't defeat America because America was backing the Afghan soldier. They have to apply the principles of infiltration. The principles of deception, which is Takia, did not work in America. Ahoda Biya, which is the principles of peace deal, peace treaty, did not work with Americans in Afghanistan. The only thing that worked was principles of infiltration. They were able to defeat America there. Now, how does it happen? These people were patient and strategic. People were always talking about leadership, this one, let America bring more weapons. These people, they were laughing at them. Now, they started sending their people into Afghan army. It took them 10 years. They were strategic. People who are talking were talking like this. Now, those people they put into the army started growing into the rank of general, commandant, and all those things. After they seized strategic position, now they went offensive against the Afghan soldiers that America is backing. You know what happened? They were receiving call, surrender. You are in a war front. People expect you to shoot, but your commander call you surrender. So when America saw the trick that it is over, they left. I am telling you, I have like up to 9 persons who were in Nigerian soldier before, both people who they dismissed. Now, the problem they had was they went to fight Boko Haram. They asked them not to shoot Boko Haram.
Okay,
There were 4 people. There were 4 people in September. They were dismissed for shooting Boko Haram. We need to understand this, because when you are talking, if we declare war on these people, Nigeria declare war on them, getting to 2 decades. They did not win them.
Nigeria did not declare war on Boko Haram. Listen to me, my brother. Nigeria did not declare war on Boko Haram. Forget all these media stunts. If they declare war on Boko Haram, you will feel it. You will see it. It's not something to be hidden. Nigeria is covering up something. You know why they are covering up something? Because majority of people that are ruling us, their hands are dirty. That's the honest truth. Their hands are fucking dirty.
All right.
Are you getting me? So if they declare war on Boko Haram will not last for one to 2 months. The only thing they have to do, they will just encircle them. They know where they are.
Who will encircle them?
Whip them, come on. I tell you, Nigeria can do it. Nigeria have the manpower. Nigeria have the military. Nigeria have everything to do it. When I see the recent equipment they posted, my hair boss. Nigeria get equipment.
Who will encircle them? Who will encircle them?
You say who will encircle them?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Nigeria as it is now, so we know where the attack is coming from. They know, even before American government strike Sokoto, they were the one who gave America the intelligence to strike Sokoto. Don't deceive yourself. They don't collaborate with Nigerian government. Don't deceive yourself.
Before we bring our next guest, I want to ask you one last question.
I'm going somewhere. You talked about Afghanistan. Do you know that? Do you know reason why Nigeria's own case is different? Let me explain something for you. They have to wait until the whole Nigeria convert to Islam. You know, there are people who call these people our warrior in the north. Go to Sokoto. Some people there call them our warrior.
So you now understand what I was saying since now.
That's why you don't understand me. I mean, give us federation. This thing listen to me. Listen, before you talk about dividing Nigeria, we have
it's all right. Just try to summarize so that we'll bring our next guest.
Okay. I'm just landing it up. We don't need to ask people to join Eastern, join Western, separate. No, we need to get what is called a referendum. How do we get a referendum first? Is to first get the federation. If federation is working in Nigeria, federalism is working in Nigeria, I'm telling you, this terrorism will automatically reduce. I'm telling you the fact, because it will be like other states combining force to fight a particular region. How do they survive? They will reduce that. They will subdue that thing and cut off that Benue state, that Bonu state. They will cut off those Christian part of it and name them a state in the northern part of Nigeria. They can do it. It's simple. They just don't want to do it. That's the honest truth. If we do it this way, Nigeria will be okay automatically. They can practice their Sharia in their Muslim side. Nobody can interrupt them. Nobody can touch them. They can do whatever thing they want to do there. You understand what I'm going to? So it's simple.
All right, my brother. Green Patrick, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Are you there? I can't hear you.
Go now.
Okay, speak so that let's see if I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I mean, I don't know what the live today is about. I was listening.
Okay, we are talking about the clash of cultures, and I was saying that you know, we are doing the service to ourselves.
Is it with respect to the solution to the current problem we have?
Yeah, we are talking about the clash of culture. Sorry for that back sound. So I was saying that we are doing the service to ourselves, like thinking about number of people who are dying every day. thinking about so many things that are going wrong, and thinking about the future. Give Nigeria next 2,000 years, it will be getting worse every day. So I was saying that I had an experience when I went to Egypt the other time that I could not make video calls in Egypt. This is their national policy. And here in Yobe State, in Nigeria, the same law applies. You can't sit with a woman now in the bus, be you a Christian, a Muslim, you will see yourself in Islamic police cell straight away. And I am saying that why this disservice to ourselves? Why can't us have return to the way we were before? Everybody should just let there be partitioning, go in their separate ways. And I also gave example. I said Indian Hindus, Pakistan Muslims, they were together. Last year they were throwing bomb at each other. Imagine the two of them are in one country.
All the time, even till now, it has been like that for
even
years.
up till now. Okay, imagine they are in one country. It will be a full-blown war in that area. I talk about Yugoslavia. Look at Croatia, Slovakia. Croatia is now in a Schengen zone. See prosperity, tranquility in those areas.
Yes.
Because they were able to separate into different countries.
So what you are saying
why can't us do ourselves a favor? Just one lifetime sacrifice. Let us go for partitioning.
You
that
see
is
this thing, I've heard this from many people, that if we separate, they will practice their Islam, we will practice our Christianity or traditional religion or Judaism, whatever we practice in the South here. But the thing is, many of those people in the North are also Christians. Are we going to be sacrificing them? Are we going to be leaving them at the mercy of these Islamists? I believe we should think before we abandon them. Are we going to be leaving them? Because many of these kidnappings we have been hearing have been in the North. That means even in this North that we are planning on leaving, there are many Christians here. If we hand over this northern Nigeria to these people, the Christians that are suffering now, they will continue to suffer more. We will suffer less in the South, but they will continue to suffer. They will suffer more. And let us not, this thing we are fighting now, the last speaker was saying something like using was it atrocious warfare, like overwhelming them. We have more military and more manpower than these people. These people are very patient. If you wipe them out up to 90% today, 10% will go. They will continue teaching their people. They will continue preaching this thing. If it takes them 100 years, they will come back.
Yeah.
The current fight we are fighting now started in 1804. So are we going to leave these people so that in 10 years, 100 years time, they will come back and they will fight these people in the North again? The people in the North are also Nigerians.
That is a question I want to answer. You know, anytime I talk about the partitioning of Nigeria, this is the question people throws out. Are we going to abandon people from the northern part of the country? Now, there is a proposal of, I will use the word dividing Nigeria, okay? Allowing partition to take place into 6 geopolitical, territories. Now, if it happens like that, good. If it does not happen like that, there is no how you will do it. You will not see single Christians maybe in another place or another territory. I just made mention of something. I said in my previous video that if you buy a yam from the market and that yam have a pest, kind of pest, we call it ulubo in my language, all those pests that you see in a yam. So in a tuber of yam, if you leave it, it will totally take the yam and you can't eat again. It will affect the whole yam. But if you cut that part out, cutting it out does not mean that there will not be also good part of it that will join it out. Now, this is a principles of prevention, and that is what the West now want to do in Nigeria. The principles of prevention is when you separate some part so that the people in other part can come and join the other part. Principles of separation is what they wanted to apply in Turkey. People said no. People, Christians who are in the north, who are in the west in Turkey, are you going to leave them? But today, where are they? Now, it started in Lebanon. They divide Lebanon so that Christians will go on one side. They say, no, are you going to leave Christians in the eastern Lebanon? Today, where are they? No, where to be found again. So these people are working with experience. So they saw what happened in these areas. In Egypt, in all these areas, they were not Muslim country before. So people were saying before, let partitioning take place, let peace reign, like what happened in Yugoslavia. Bosnia is a Muslim-dominated area in Europe here, Bosnia and Herzegovina. After the fall of the Soviet Union, Bosnia wanted to conquer both today's Slovenia, Croatia, wanted to conquer all of them. Nigerian military was part of the peacekeeping mission that went to Yugoslavia when they were fighting. They have to bring peace there. They separate the place into 7 countries. Today, see progress. You understand? So those Christians in Bosnia have to come back to Croatia. If they did not do that today, Croatia will be an Islamic state. No, there is no how you can do it. So it's a principles of prevention. So if you said because of people in the north, give Nigeria next 50 years, Delta State, Lagos State, everywhere will be totally, a Sharia state. Is that one better than having some parts where some people can even have a refuge? So that is where I want you to continue.
Okay, so if based on what you say, I think I am completely in support of what you say. Basically, isolate the problem first, then deal with it. So I believe that is the best way to go. I was initially thinking that it is to split the country and leave the north to their fate. That would have been a punishment to the people there. But when the country has been split and those people see that the life they are living, this thing they are practicing, I don't want to call the name of that organization they call a religion. This thing they are practicing is not favoring them. Then maybe we can start to see change. And if it is done like split into regions instead of separate into 2 different countries, then we still have some influence over them. But if it is split into 2 countries, then they will be left to their fate. And I mean, bad things will happen to them. We are still inside one Nigeria now, and they are telling you that you cannot sit inside keke with a woman. You cannot be seen socializing with a woman. So if we are separated, everybody should have their own police, everybody should have their own economy. That way, they can see that what they are practicing is not going to favor them. I'm in favor of that. Now, I think the previous speaker, Emperor, was saying something like, Nigeria can take care of them, their numbers and all this. We have more numbers than them. These people, there is something they used to say all the time, that they will conquer the world with the womb of their women. So no matter how much you deal with them, no matter how long it will take them, they will go and impregnate their women. They will come back for you. It is not a way to live life. See what the war Israel is fighting today. Mr. Okocha, there was something you said months back that you are not okay with the way Israel was dealing with the Palestinian people. That it
No. I didn't say I was not okay with it. That is a misconception. I was talking about the principles of human shed. That these people keep ammunition in the hospital but Israel doesn't care. As far as they perceive danger there, they are going to strike there, whether there are children there. But many people have to understand the principles of war of these people. I have talked about Takia, which is principle of deception. I talk about Abu Dhabi, which they are using Nigeria very well now, peace treaty. Making peace with them, they use it to advance. Exactly. Another one is the principles of infiltration. That is why you see Boko Haram buying Nigeria military form, doing repentant Boko Haram. They are in Asorok, they are in everywhere. That is the principles of infiltration. Exactly. Then the principles of human shed. You will see, if war start now, the targets where we see bombs will be in the worship centers, in the hospitals, in the school. It's the principles of human shed. You see underwear bombs, they call them suicide bomber. It's the principles of human shed. You can kill as many people. If you die, you go to Allah. So this kind of mentalities, if you don't understand it, they are going to use it on you no matter how educated you are. they will take you down by these principles. They will be in your government. They will make decision. Imagine they were forcing the Minister of Defense that left before Christopher Musa to come. He says that aircraft can, fighter jet can strike where bandits are in the bush. It can't penetrate it. They have infiltrated all this area, key decision body, that you can't do anything. So they control everything. Imagine, Minister of Defense, that man was there. Minister of Defense Junior, Matawande, was there. Matawande is being accused by incumbent governor of Zamfara State to be the chief defender and sponsor of the banditry in Nigeria. A Minister of Defense is a principles of infiltration. People don't know. Now, the chairman Senate Committee on National Security was caught sending a declared wanted ISIS terrorist to Saudi Arabia. The SS intercepted him in the airport. They traced him to the man office, but he's the one representing Senate in defense body. Now, look at Shetima, who was, Kabiru Sokoto was declared wanted by the DSS. They saw it in Kashin Shetima house. When they arrested the former governor who appointed Boko Haram as the commissioner of religious affairs, he said no, that it was Shetima that formed Boko Haram, that it was not him. These are the issues, principles of infiltration. They will infiltrate everywhere. So no matter what you are doing now, the last thing I'm going to tell you, up to today, nobody knows who made that call that asked the soldiers to leave Catholic schools before they came to kidnap those children. Helicopter, calm down now. Helicopter that was painted green, white, and green was up, monitoring the kidnapping of that school children. I know where the call came from. You understand? But fear will not allow you to say it. You know why? The principles of infiltration has defeated Nigeria completely. Tinubu said, if I fight insecurity, they will kill me. Who is going to kill him? You people don't know how powerful these people are. Like they have infiltrated all these places.
They are not powerful as an executive. I'm coming. They are not powerful as an executive. If they touch Tinubu and Tinubu dies, Nigeria will break into terror automatically without any argument.
See, the thing is, it is
no problem, my brother. No problem, my brother. And let us allow a green patrol to finish first.
The people they sent to do this thing, Mr. Okocha, you were saying something that those people in the bush, we don't even blame them that much. Me too, I don't blame them. I pity their soul. The people who do this evil, they are not in the bush. They stay in office and they send those people. They have brainwashed these people so much that these people in the bush are ready to die for them and they believe they are going to heaven. So you are saying they are not that powerful. Someone who is ready to lay his life for something is powerful than someone who controls all sorts of weapons. Because they believe that if they die, they go to heaven. So they are ready to do any. You remember that they attacked, some group of them attacked Buhari. Before Buhari passed, they attacked, but I think when he was still in presidency. So it does not matter whether you feel they are more powerful than you or you are more powerful than them. The fact that the people they are using are ready to die for this cause, they are ready to do it and they will go and do it. They are ready to attack anybody who go against them. So how do you fight against that?
Okay.
That is the issue.
Okay.
That is the issue. All right, Mr. Raphael Inomodio, please join our conversation. You can unmute yourself. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you guys. I greet you once again.
Yeah, let me bring more people to the stage.
Coach Happy myself, you are doing well. You're a great man.
Thank you, my brother.
I appreciate you so much. My brother, please, I want to say this on behalf of Nigerians. Maybe, at least anything where they go on now for Nigeria, the whole world don't know about it. But the problem here, I will say, we, where they ask, and we need to settle our issue, whereby they try to refer to the citizens in general, not by tribe here. But the problem where would they get? Now this too much grammar. You they educated, you they speak English, who they speak whatsoever language. No, mean say maybe you know if you understand your English if you translate them. So that
of
language.
Course, even though you speak vernacular.
You understand where old woman, where they village will not even break talk. You don't understand. No matter grammar where Queen Elizabeth speak. If you translate her, align her where the woman where they village will don't know anything. or small pikin wey no even break talk, they go understand them by your own language. Wetin dey kill us? Na differences. The difference why they try talk now be say for Nigeria, if maybe as you as an Okochapi myself now they talk of the important things where we say na be Yoruba, Calabar, Hausa, Igbo, every tribe problem. But based on where you from come, or maybe who you be, to Nigerians, to their own thinking and their own faculty and their own mentality, they're going to say for their own mind, based on say that they fry stew for France, or that they fry stew for Italy, or that they fry stew, maybe their family, they're okay, maybe they're okay, all those kind of things. They're going to say, oh, be this one, say everyone can spoil Nigeria matter. I be nine be the God with themselves, I be nine be the HPG. Don't come on, put on for another channel. They don't want to listen to you. Not till when if you say one person picks something from you, hear something from you, when the thing will not happen for future, next 6 months or a year to come, they go say, one brother will talk this thing like that, we know they listen or something like that. You see, if something doesn't happen to Nigerians, they know they come to realization. You know why they talk? Nigerians are very difficult to understand each other, whereby say we no want believe on the reality, we no want see the as like see the reality, like just get interest to know really know what thing they happen. We not be saying we don't know, but some people are very ignorant and wicked based on tribalism, not to as like care say they know, or maybe they want they care or to know what thing they happen for the country. You know why? Because they maybe they are friends to all these people where they in power, where they do all these things. So and they don't want to kill that relationship whereby they are friends to politician people, all those things. So if anything they play, Tinubu and son friend if you come meet and say, guy, Nigerians they insult your papa well. He go Tinubu picking go tell and say, no, not be Nigerians all of us don't come. Maybe they talk and today they never insult of us and they never insult this one. Those will not be the main thing where we support. They go the reason if you want to reason way forward about your nation, say if you get love for your motherland. You must as you must reason as a patriotic, because you see we Nigerians we not they cooperate. The only thing we would they do think about now our belly. You don't understand? Who they okay pass? Who big up? Fizzy and challenge of like I don't know stupidity, like waiting be say not be waiting human being where God recreate on earth. Suppose they even the reason if you reason like people like America, know what you mean like America. If America they see people the world they criticize them and they get differences or misunderstanding within them. Now that misunderstanding what they get, now they could feel within them to know say if to say we there together now we will not say our common enemy. Now maybe for example Russia
all
or
right,
this one.
let
You
me ask you
understand?
this question. Yeah.
Okay, bro.
If you have all powers now, if they give you the power or the opportunity to solve insecurity problem in Nigeria, what are you going to do?
Bro, what me I go fair do be say I'll call all the tribes. Why I know say now them be the real indigenous Nigerians. Then we'll go down to historicals from the old, no lies. Let's be sincere. You understand? Then we will know the cancer where we get will be our problem. Whereby this cancer I'm talking about, we all know so we get differences. That one not normal. You not be like that for Europe or Western world, developed countries where they excel, where they will move forward today. Because our own misunderstanding today and dangerous diversity.
Do you know that this thing you just said have been done?
Maybe I don't know if maybe Africans don't think like the way human beings think. That is why it's not working for them. Maybe if it has been done, or maybe they don't understand it, so you can still put them, for they are standing that I stand to be corrected. They can still put them to make them know say waiting made them the reason like animal. I mean, they know they see the handwriting on the wall, because we all know the pains we all of us they go. Forget say we did Europe or anything we say they play. We know the truth. The fact is, I will call everybody in order. I go make I wasn't know as a youth I be say guy, not be English matter or history or anything. The people we say it might be the problem, and those people based on religion aspect now go first start. Those people we say when I know say they not be indigenous of Nigerians, we wanna carry based on religion and brotherly. Where one or two relation they draw come into Nigerians since that's woman and for the olden time up till now they don't bomb. So the ones where they for Senegal, Mali, Guinea, all those places Now, based on the agenda, where they don't come, reactivate again. Now they come to the, so Nigerians, people like Benin, Calabar, all those other tribes, Asaba, all those Agbo, they don't want to know what in the Igbos see. You don't understand? Say aliens don't they infiltrate us, and the way not say be like cancer. If you get disease for hand, you recover am. One day you go spray it for all your body. We say you go even call your face, you know, go fit cover am again. You know why? Now be waiting the king Nigeria. Because Nigeria they feel say as they do for north, you never do the other side. You never reach Asaba, you never reach Agbo, you never reach maybe some places. And they feel say you know go fit happen, bro. You go fit happen. This thing agenda. It be like course. You know, understand? It be like course. It be like something like in agendas, like what people believe say they go achieve. You understand? What me I go fit do be say, bro, call for the decision. Let us cut off this cancer. These people are the problem of we, the people. Then we will come able to say for the misunderstanding and the grievances and whatsoever because then we see bro, that country is not dangerous capacity with it. You know what would the full face for that country? Now just division. Division I'm talking about. Now wherever I say people will get common understanding. You understand? Go their way. This is not only about population. Anybody will believe say one day Nigeria, you one day this side, you one day that side. Even now, we cannot leave them like that because if the north or where go, those people are still with them. You understand? See, they will see infiltrate borders. You understand? Still continue those attacks, and there are some elements who say there's still the inside us, and these people are the whole all position for Nigerians. But we will be Nigerian youth, we say, we not even get people for those places. Where we say, for God, this government say they use as tools. We don't want to put item. We will struggle to survive. We don't want to, we don't want this to make we know what people they talk and the world they talk about the reality. We will just they argue, they as in like Nigerians are annoying, bro. These people they make me the best, as in me. I don't know what I want to do. These people not be joke. As in, if I see as I want to even convert to the other side, they knock Nigerians, most usually youth, all those ayes, baggers, all those court boys, where they feel say they be Superman. Now they don't reach now. They don't feel all those, but they don't feel do nothing. Look what in Iran people they do, all those things, reason and all those court boys, they say they're killing us, bro. They're killing us. People, what thing they play for that country? Even make people now they carry passports, now they run, they enter different countries, they go, they commit many things to survive. Bro, we are dying. People will tell you like, bro, before you go even for Nigeria, you must go plan for shit. What thing they sup? Based on no job opportunity, the country not stand. No, sleep, the balance. Good for everybody, both old and young. Bro, all these things not clear. What would they try? If they pay me because if they speak grammar, they make it these people to understand. They know they understand. You feel me, bro? If they pay me, make we try, make we cooperate. We won't know what to go, we do be needful before it go too late.
All right, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Raphael. Mr. Chinemere, unmute yourself. Okay. It's late. Maybe he slept off. It's possible.
I want to say something. What we are going to look at is solution. And solution will not come outside the country. People are waiting for the US to come and divide Nigeria, Europe to come and divide Nigeria. It's not going to happen. Could you remember that when they divided Nigeria into 3 regions, the same people give large portion to the north? You know that.
Hello.
One, right? Okay, sorry. You can.
Mr. Chinemere.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Kocha.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We were calling you before.
Sorry, I went to pick something. I am at work at the moment. I'm doing night shift. I am a nurse.
Okay, I hope it won't disturb you.
No. Yes, I'm not the only one working, so I have my colleagues. So okay. They gave me permission to listen to your program.
Thank you. All right, this is just us gathering and just talking about current issue affecting our socio-cultural lives. And we are talking about, the clash of cultures, the clash of diversity. And I was suggesting, like, why can't us do ourselves a favor to all this disservice we are doing ourselves? So the tone of every day, minimum of 25 people are dying in Nigeria just from so-called terrorism being sponsored by also people in the government, and they know the sole agenda why they are doing it. So I was trying to say, why can't us do ourselves, this could be a sacrifice. Let us just give up everything that we did not understand and just say the truth we understand, that we were not one and we can never be one.
Yes.
Why can't us just plan on how to confine every nation? The word is nation. Before they can call a place a nation, it has to do with the unique set of people in that place. Nigeria have never been a nation for one day. So we wanted a nation where everybody can go on their separate ways. By all means, I don't know how they are going to do it, so that people can defend themselves. You know why we are all talking here? The concept is this: if 25 people who died are among all of us here, we are just about 6 here now, meaning we all will be dead by now. Sometimes if it doesn't affect you, you don't understand the gravity of what is going on. And as I speak to you, we have over 4.2 million, half of the population of Libya, more than half of the population of Israel in IDP camp. And people in Taraba were trying to go back. ISIS met them on the road and shoot them. Who told ISIS that they were going back to their ancestral land? That is the problem. So we are saying, why can't we come together and let us just reason and do ourselves favor and separate the country? So how do we go from here? And what is your concept about this?
All right. Thank you for your question. I want to go straight to the point. Okay. And I just want to let you know that this is the first time I'm talking on your platform. I've been your follower for a long time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's a privilege to talk to you. And also, the topic you brought is very vast. And I don't know the amount of time you allocate to everybody that can hear his views here. I don't know the amount of time you allocate.
It varies. It varies. Just go on.
Okay. And I want to let you know that while I'm working here, I have like four of my colleagues. They are from the north. They are Christian Hausas.
Yeah.
They are working with me. They are Christians. So anytime you're on your show, they always call me to listen along with them because they always enjoy your show. And I want to let you know that the kind of population you have, the kind of followers you have, are not merely kids. They are all mature people. So, in my own opinion, if someone is making some opinion or some suggestion and the person is beating around the bush, I think you should just summarize the person and let the person go so that others can come in. I'm not being insultive. I'm not being sentimental. I'm just being factual.
Yeah,
because
that is
people
right.
that are listening to you, people that are listening to you are mature enough to hear their views. And also, I understand that you are being respectful and you are trying to give everybody fair hearing. I understand you for that. I respect your personality in that aspect. So let me go straight to the point because I've been listening to your programs. Your analysis are very, very top notch. And let me be factual. The only solution to this problem cannot be solved. The solution cannot be brought from Nigerian citizens.
Okay.
Yes.
You also tell us your reasons.
Yeah, it can never be solved by Nigerian citizens. The only solution comes from civilized people that are well informed. We have advantage in our world today because of the media. We have social media all around us. So we have access to information that can go around the globe so people can know what is going on within a particular country. So it will be disadvantaged for us if we're in a particular place and we don't have access to internet, we don't have access to social media, it will be catastrophic. There will be a great problem in the country. The Westerners will not know what is going on that share the same similar value with us. So, in essence, the reason I'm saying this is this. Nigeria is a multicultural nation, not a nation, a multicultural country that are recognized by 3 major languages. All other languages are under the 3 major languages. right from the history. I don't want to go to the history of Biafra, Arewa, all those things. I don't want to go to the history. We all know the history right from the onset. And you have been presenting it on your platform right from the onset. So we all know, even someone that is not educated enough, if you can go through your videos, you have broken those things down right from time. So I've been following you. Anybody that is not knowledgeable enough will know that what you're saying is the fact. So I don't want to go straight to the history like that. I just want to lay emphasis so that we have a background explanation of what I'm saying. Nigeria is made up of 3 nations, Igbos, Hausas, and Yorubas. And we have different value systems, which are not compatible. We all know the history when we were all amalgamated, right, from 1914. And Nigeria has not been the same up till now. The only solution, the solution cannot be brought by the indigenes, by the citizens of the country. It can be brought from people from outside the country that share similar value with the region. For instance, now, this is what the United States is doing. They want to protect the Christians because they share similar values.
Exactly.
The Saudi Arabians, the Gulf countries want to protect the interests of the North, but they are not being vocal about it.
Yeah.
They are supporting them from the background, but they are not being vocal about it. The United States is being vocal about it because that is their foundation. That is, we share the same value. It cannot work from Nigeria because we have multiple ideologies. We have different value systems. The only thing that protest is working in the Southeast, South is because they have similar value system. And if they come out, they will do their protest. This protest cannot work in Yoruba land. It cannot work in the North because they don't share similar value system. If Christians are protesting in the North, they'll all be killed because of Sharia law. If Christians are protesting in the Southwest, they'll have serious problem because it is half Christians and half Muslims. They don't share the same ideology. The reason why only protest is working in the Southeast and South is because they have the similar value system. They have similar cultural identity in every expression. So the problem cannot be solved in Nigeria because if you know their efforts from the Southeast, they have done enough in order to evangelize their intention to the world. It's left because our constitution is not functional. It cannot embrace the protest everyone is doing in Nigeria.
Exactly.
The constitution is not functional. The Sharia law is more functional than the Nigerian constitution because everyone respects Sharia law in the 12 states of the North.
And unfortunately, sir, there is a portion of Nigerian constitution that gave power to Sharia law that you can't amend. You can't use Nigerian constitution to amend Sharia law.
I'm saying this because
we can't hear you again. Are you there?
Mr. Marcel, may I contribute while he's working on his network?
Yeah. You can contribute.
So I want to opine on some things. Mr. Raphael was talking about we speaking English. I don't know, maybe he meant we were talking too much instead of taking action, or he literally meant the language. If it's for the language, the reason I prefer English in platforms like this is this problem we are facing is a global problem. There are many people all over the world facing this problem. It is not today. Thomas Jefferson, is it Thomas Jefferson, the name of the American president in 17th century, talked about the will of these people to make war against nations who have done them no harm. You will be on your own and they are ready to fight you for no reason. You can see what they are doing in Britain. So I believe in the use of English in platforms like this because there are other people who will benefit and whose opinion may also benefit us. So we should be able to understand others outside this Nigeria too. Then the talk of there are 3 main tribes in Nigeria. That thing is not accurate. We have many tribes in Nigeria, and this talk of there are 3 major tribes. It is because of the number of people who speak those languages. Not
Yeah.
that those all the other 500 languages are under these 3. Urhobo and Ishan and Bini, they are not dialects under Yoruba. Gwari or
Yeah.
Gbagi or Woro or Atiap, they are not dialects under Hausa. They are
Yeah.
very different
No,
sounding languages.
he was just trying to say that it is the major language based on the regional identity before. You know, when you
Okay.
hear Wazobia, Bia is Old Eastern region.
Yes.
Then Wa is from Midwest to Southwest region. Why Zo is referred to as the northern region. Not that they are not thieves in the north. They are not Edos, Ejos, Urobos, Ishekiris in the south and all those, but those ones were confined to the Old Eastern region and they were compatible with it. This is where
Yes.
what I was
Yes.
referring to value system.
So in that
So they,
respect, it is very much okay. The
yeah.
last thing I have a problem with is when people talk about this problem in the north and they say Hausa Fulani. I have been in this north for 29 years now. And this north, and the thing is, this insecurity issue, we all know it started with Boko Haram. Those were Kanubis
Mm,
in the northeast. Is it
mm,
northeast? Yes,
mm,
northeast. Boko Haram and
mm,
some other tribes I don't even know. I heard there were some Tuaregs among them. Now,
mm.
the major problem we have now, although the Boko Haram and the ISWAP are still doing their thing, these Fulani people, they are
Yeah.
constituting nuisance in this country. Fulani, the former leader of this country, went to bring his brothers in. He had the guts to proscribe IPOB, a terrorist organization. People who say they want to protect their land, he called them terrorists. But he
And they were
fought.
proud of importing them.
Yes, and one even came to TV and said that they have plan to bring in all Fulani. The Fulani is a global citizen. Anywhere he goes is his home. They want to bring all of them into Nigeria.
And he's facing terrorism trial now, terrorism financing trial.
So
Though
let's see how it goes.
he's having immunity, but his finance
Okay.
minister is in custody now.
So let's see how that one go. Let's see how that case go, because the body language of this current president is not like that of someone who is ready to fight these people. It is almost as if he sold a portion of Nigeria to these people. Allow me to rule this part while you people can do whatever you want to do in this part. That is what his body language is showing to me. So when people come online and they say things like Hausa Fulani, it used to irritate me, because living in the north here, I know that Hausa people are peaceful. The Fulani are the ones who preach all these things in the mosque. If you hear what they preach in the mosque, I was very small. I was a very young boy at that time. I was still in school when Good Luck Jonathan was saying something during, I think it was his election with Buhari. He was saying something like, anytime they speak, you hear from their mouth anger, venom, as if someone stole something for them. I never knew who he was talking about, what he was saying. Maybe just his opponent, APC. I never knew he was talking about a particular tribe with a particular religion and a particular ideology in their head. If you watch these people, what they preach in the mosque, someone preaching in the mosque is telling his people that a Muslim who wants to kill you, who wants to take all your resources and carry your wife and use your wife, is better than a non-Muslim who wants to benefit you, give you free housing, give you free healthcare. So make sure you vote for that Muslim, even though he wants to destroy you. Vote for him. Don't vote for the non-Muslim who wants to better your life. That is the way of Islam. This is what they teach there. And
It's
they
so
keep that thing.
unfortunate.
That thing
Our
Gumi
brother is
said.
back.
Okay.
Hello, Mr.
All right,
Nasser.
Mr. Yeah.
Sorry for the network breakdown.
All right.
Yeah.
You were saying
Can you hear
something
me?
before. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes, I can't even remember because somebody called me, a patient called me. So I was saying that the peaceful disintegration of Nigeria cannot be solved by the citizens. It cannot be solved by the allies or the Westerners whose value system aligns with the people that are agitating for their freedom. That's the only solution. Because Nigerian system constitution is not functional, is not working, it can never give it permission to materialize. Because the only solution to this issue in Nigeria is peaceful separation without sentiment.
How do you think that it will happen, Izindi?
Well, that's why I was saying that we have advantage in our century, in our generation, because we have access to the media.
Okay.
Thank God that the United States, the media, and the United States government, they are getting the information, the factual information, because they came to Nigeria to make the investigation themselves. Because they have informed of what is going on, which is unlike when all these social platforms were not functional, were not available. So the only thing is to make use of the social media we have and transmit the information and convey the information to the right source so that they'll get the factual information of what is going on in the country. If Nigeria as a country can deny the genocide going on as against the international intelligence observation, that's a foul play. That's a foul play. That means something is going wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing is that the breakdown of Nigeria, the breakaway of different countries or different nations from Nigeria comes from outside the country, not from the Nigerian citizens. No, it will not happen. We are all sharing good ideas on how to go about it, but we as citizens cannot solve the problem because we don't have functional constitution that can protect the citizens when they are agitating, when they are expressing their views. So anybody that protests in Nigeria stands the risk of death.
Exactly.
So it is not a safe environment for everybody to express his views because they are contradicting laws, the Nigerian constitution and the Sharia law. So there is no, the laws will not accommodate each other. And there is no solution to it. Nigeria cannot solve the problem of the Nigeria. Even Tinubu cannot solve it himself as the president because he is confused. So that's
is he really confused or he knows what he's doing?
No. He is confused.
Are you sure?
Yes, he is confused because
he has been in the system since 2015, bringing Buhari in. He should respect all these things.
Like from what you presented, like your previous videos, I think Nigeria has an agreement with the United States.
Of course.
Yes, they have agreement, security agreement.
Yeah.
And the confusion doesn't mean that he doesn't know what to do. Is that he is in between the big fire and the ocean. He doesn't know where to dance to. He knows what to do.
Yeah, because I said that the agreement Nurubadu signed in the US, if he dares to publish it in public,
yes, it will affect himself.
Riot will start from the north.
Yes.
Because they literally has given the US options to do whatever they want to do. And when people who are following them, like Fanika Yodereno Mokri, we are writing that Nigeria is a sovereign state, there are guys at the back in US begging, signing documents just for them not to scatter his region. So I understand when you said he is confused at this moment. And I will agree that it is at this moment that he is confused.
That is confusion. So the Nigerian, the legislative arm of government, everybody is confused because they don't know where to go. The Iranian, Pakistan, the Muslim countries, the what's it called? The Association of Islamic Cooperation, they are sponsoring Nigeria. They are in support of Nigeria, but they are not vocal about it.
Nigeria is a member.
Yes. If Nigeria is a member of the Islamic community, that means it's an Islamic state, literally. Practically, it's an Islamic state, but literally it's a secular state. So any country that is signatory to the Islamic state must follow their rules and regulations. So the solution to the problem in Nigeria cannot be solved by Nigerian citizens. So it can only come from the countries that share similar values with those nations that are protesting to separate from Nigeria.
All right. The last question I want to ask you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Since you are of the opinion that United States or the Western countries who share the same value with the Judeo-Christians in Nigeria or the Jews, that their interest is to help people. I understand their interest. And everybody who don't know that Nigeria, there is a plan to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold, the person should talk less of Nigeria, because meaning the person don't know about what is going on. So this is what they saw, and they don't want it to happen. And the other day I talked about how a Nigerian wanted to bomb America, taking bomb from Yemen, coming to Nigeria, tie it in his body, moving to Schiphol Airport. Is this Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam? From Amsterdam, the person was flying to Michigan. How do they pronounce it? So, and the person was caught in Amsterdam, a Nigerian. And the last person the person communicated, series of communications, was with Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. That was how Sheikh Gumi was arrested in Saudi Arabia in 2010, before Goodluck Jonathan intervened and released. So, like, America understands that if Nigeria is captured, America self is in trouble, because a lot of things will go wrong. They will from here be launching series of attacks. So, how fast is this thing going to be from your own point of view?
Well, the truth is that the disintegration of a nation is not something that happens instantly.
Exactly.
It takes some diplomatic efforts.
Yeah.
To do it. And the problem started. The problem started booming when the vice president of Nigeria made that all diplomatic presentation in the United Nations recently.
Yeah, Kassim Shettima.
Yes, that was the genesis of the problem, because he exposed Nigeria. I don't know who is presenting those things for them. That's where he exposed himself and exposed Nigeria and the agenda they have. And the reason why America has not intervened all this while is because Nigeria first is a sovereign nation. They are looking for opportunities to enter Nigeria, a legal one, to enter Nigeria and act diplomatically right. First of all, the problem America had, the deterrence, the blockade they have initially is because of Queen Elizabeth. They have a great respect for Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
The presence of Queen Elizabeth prevented America to act when they are supposed to act. After the death of Queen Elizabeth, that's when America became vocal, more vocal than before. Because they don't respect any other head of state, any other president, any other monarch, apart from the Queen Elizabeth. And because of the relationship they have with the Britain that time. And the action of America in Nigeria was fueled because the British have recognized that they are no longer compatible with the Islamic world. So they are fighting it in their own country as well.
Yeah.
So it has given America a leverage to act.
All right. In America, sir, we have Democrat, we have Republican. These are parties that have different value system. If the Republicans or Donald J. Trump leaves office tomorrow without achieving this, how possible is it with Democrat regime?
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't know. To be honest, I don't know the American system very well, but I believe that the Republicans are the backbone of the American system. The Republicans are the backbone of the American system. The shared values in America that is working in America originated from the Republicans. I may not go into details of all those things. The stronghold of America is from the Republicans. So the only separation can come is from the Republicans, not Democrats, because they don't share the same value. the diplomats or the what was it called, the congressmen in the diplomats, they know what they are benefiting from Nigeria as a whole. They know what they are benefiting individually and collectively. When Hillary Clinton was campaigning for election, Buhari gave him some millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So there is compatibility in that aspect. Diplomatically, politically, there is compatibility. And they were even happy to vote to campaign for Hillary Clinton at that time. So you see that similarity. So why is it that the present government is not compatible with Trump, with the Republicans? It just boiled down with the shared value system. America is a Republican country right from the time, and it's more of a Christian-dominated country. That's why they say in God we trust in their pledge. So I don't want to take your time on that aspect, but on my own view, the solution to Nigeria problem cannot be brought by Nigerian citizens. It can never happen because we don't have a functional legal system. We don't have constitutional system that is functional, that can protect the citizens. Let me tell you something. A colleague of mine died yesterday because he was killed by the terrorists. He died while he was driving from the east to Lagos. He was driving with his pregnant wife and two of his family members. They started shooting because he entered the scene unknowingly because they have already shot more than 30 people along Edo State, the axis. So when he entered the scene unknowingly without having the information, they started shooting at them. They shot the wife. The wife did not die because they shot the wife at the hand. But they shot him in the head and he died. The person at the back seat was managed to control the steering. They stopped at a hospital close to the main road because when the man managed to handle the steering outside the scene, because the man was bleeding seriously. When they stopped at the hospital close to the expressway, they did not accept the man. So the guy managed to drive the car from Edo State to Ogun State. He works in Babcock University. Babcock University, is a staff there. He works there. A private university in Ogun State, Ilesha.
Yeah.
He works there.
I know it.
He managed to drive there. That was when he drove the guy to the teaching hospital there. That was when he was confirmed dead because he has bled totally. The hospital could not help him, somebody that is bleeding, under emergency. So the man died on the way. They just confirmed him dead when he drove and brought him to the hospital. So it has affected me personally because it's my very close friend. We attended the same secondary school those days.
This is terrible, man.
It can never be solved because the police checkpoint was after that place.
And the policemen were there?
They were there. So it's something that is overwhelming. The Nigerian security system is dilapidated, is infiltrated already. There is no going back about it. I don't want to disclose my identity because I work in the military system as a medical personnel.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Well understood.
Yeah.
Well understood. All right. We can call it a day by having a closing remark from our guest here. Thank you so much, our brother that just, speak to us now. At least I understand a lot of things that you said now. Anyway, let's be hoping, even while we are pushing on our own, let's be hoping that this will actually happen because it's going to be like a liberation to ourselves. I could remember while growing up in the midnight 12, 1, 2, we'll be playing when the moon is up, but you can't try it now again. If you come out in the midnight, you play anyhow, you see anyhow now. Anyway, it is well. All right. Emperor Green Patriot. So give us your closing remark, just in 1 minute before we call it a day.
All right, thank you. I listened to Chinamelem, what he said. What he said is absolutely right. I get him. I want to give also a view on the Edo State case. I have protested in that Edo Road, that Okada Road, 2 times. 2017, 2 times. We were there when they shot, is it ABC? That should be ABC driver. Shot and killed the guy on that same Edo Road. And where the police is was just not even far from the scene. We are seeing the police. But the police cannot act. They were with white halos. We protested. The thing was not shown in the media in anywhere. I was so surprised because I used to enter night bus because I used to go to Lagos, I would buy my chemicals, I used to for production, I would transport them to the east. That same day, I will enter night bus and come back the next day. What he said is what is happening at that Edo Road. I don't even know that it's still happening there to today, honestly speaking.
It's getting worse.
Honestly, I'm so surprised that he's coming here to even as he speaks it, I was like Jesus. honestly speaking, that Edo case, I don't know, honestly. So when it comes to Nigerian case, please, we need to divide the country, quite all right, but waiting for US to come and divide Nigeria, we might wait forever. But if we get federation first, that federation will help us. Now, we will now demand for the creation of a state inside that Borno to give Christian region that side a state and Southern Kaduna to give them a state. Are you getting me? If we do it this way, we can get peace. Then, when we talk about dividing Nigeria, then we have what is called referendum. It's in our constitution. We can have referendum. Everybody will go their way. If we don't have federation working first, nothing will work. And secondly, Tinubu is not confused. The reason why I'm saying this is this. Tinubu does not want to go to people that can mobilize people to give him votes for 2027 election. Tinubu have every power to go against anybody he wants to go against. That's the honest truth. But he lacks the ability, he lacks the will to do because of his own personal benefits. That's the honest truth. Let's just be honest here. Tinubu is not confused. If he's confused, why would they be able to forge a tax bill and he was able to enforce it into the system without caring of what people will say? Because he knows that will not affect him. The only thing that will affect him is going after these people. I get it.
All right.
Tinubu is not confused. That's my own take. He's not confused.
Thank you. Green Patriot, just in 1 minute.
Okay, sir.
Your closing remark.
I must say, everybody watching this here, we need to engage in education and information. Inform people. People need to be informed. It seems a lot of people do not know about this. A lot of people do not even know about the ideology of these people, what they preach to themselves. So these people need to be, I believe, if we inform, it is an ideological warfare. It is ideological. They taught them this thing right from somewhere, right from when they were growing up. So if we start educating people, who knows, the next generation, it is possible we don't even see terrorism. So let us start educating people. We have to follow this thing head on, because if you want to keep preserving peace in the name of peace deal, you will end up creating a bigger war in the future. See the case of Sudan, North Sudan now. They were trying to preserve peace and they ended up with what they have now in North Sudan. You can't preserve peace. You achieve peace. You don't preserve it. Trying to preserve peace is just problem for the future. The case of Israel and America, their interest in Nigeria, it's not just because they want to just help us for European's sake. They know for a fact that if they let Nigeria fall into terrorism, they are the number one, target. In Iran, the IRGC in Iran, the Islamic government, in their parliament, what did they do? Every day they do sitting. They raise their hand and they shout death to Israel, death to America. You can't
Exactly.
let this kind of people take over and get power. Nigeria is the most populous nation, 200 and something million people. You let Nigeria take power and the next target is Israel and America. They will not let that happen. So please, we should try to inform people. If you can be sharing Okocha's videos, educate yourself. There are other people, if you can spend time to read those books, they learn those things from. So you can spend time to read it and try to educate people online, let people know. The more informed people are, the safer. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So education is important. It's not just sitting down and doing nothing or having fun, enjoy watching videos online.
All right.
So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone for staying by. I know that this is also a late hour here, so that is the reason why a lot of people are not online. So tomorrow morning they will still listen to these conversations, and I will keep updating you from what is going on from around the country. Thank you so much
Can I say
for joining
something,
me
sir?
tonight.
Briefly
Thanks,
before we
Marcel,
go,
for
can I
your
say
good work.
something?
You are really doing a great job. Thank
All
you
right,
so
sir.
much.
No problem. You can say, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, just a minute.
All right, sir.
My brother, Green Patriot, say that Nigeria is a populous country or something like that. The development of a country does not come by population. Separation of a country cannot happen instantly unless we tell ourselves the truth and remove tribal sentiments and embrace our value system. That's number one thing. Remove tribal sentiments and embrace our value system. Call for separation is not call for war. It's call for identity unification. That's it. It's not call for war. But the perception we have in Nigeria is that one part of country want to separate and they want to cause problem in the country because of perception. The call for separation is identity unification. That's all. We don't have values, the same value system. We want to separate. It's not a call for war. So what I'm saying is that Nigeria is too populated to answer a country. The reason why United States is working, United States is more than 300 million, is because they share the same value system. Israel is as little as Abia State and Imo State combined. And it's a nation. Luxembourg is not up to 1 million and is a nation, is a country. So even if Nigeria separates into 7 places, it's worth being a country individually. So what I'm saying in essence is that the call for separation is not a call for war. We should understand it and remove tribal sentiments. The effort the eastern part of the country is putting in separating, the other side, they feel that they are calling for war. That's perception. That is perception. That's the problem we are having in this country. Sunday Igboho tried his own, but he couldn't go further because the journey is very difficult. And it's so unfortunate that you don't have enough time for us to go deeper and explain, in a larger extent. So maybe at another time we can have time.
Yeah, we do that on next broadcast.
Okay. I'm not. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
All right, sir. All right. Thank you.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. People down in life, every day.